If a nigga hating on you, don't stun on that nigga. Stun on this bitch. So that's what. So it's the first round.
Turn the shit down!
Alright, so let's
Shit down!
y'all make some noise for everybody. So what we're gonna do is this: is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna listen to the rest of the records, and I'm gonna give my feedback on each song, each round. Then we're gonna have a break, and then we're gonna collect with my crew and we'll pick the winner. But I just want to get the notes I had for the songs. I thought the "Be Around" by Jay Sean was really strong. Make some noise for Jay Sean. It had a really good classic feel. It felt really strong, like some Neo should do the record, right? Like it felt like a classic Neo record. I thought the concept. See, I always tell people the trick to writing a great song is to take the most commonly said thing and say it in a way that's never been said before. So a lot of people take common things, but they don't say it in a way that's never been said before. It's kind of really Captain Obvious type shit, you know what I mean? So I like the way you kind of flipped it, but melodically, you kind of could have been saying anything with just a strong melody, but you made sure that you took the lyric. The other day I was listening, on my way here, actually, I was listening to "Don't You Worry About a Thing" by Stevie Wonder, right? And he took something that obviously now, "Don't Worry About a Thing" is a common saying, so it probably wouldn't have stood out as much, but back in the 70s, I'm sure it was like, "Don't you worry about a thing" was like a cool, slick saying, and the way he, I thought that was genius. So when you took that concept, I thought that was really smart, and I thought that was dope. Now, DK, make some noise for DK. I thought her concept was really dope. I thought it was just melodically, it was like one of those. Again, it was like one of those songs that you couldn't find anything wrong with. It just felt right. It wasn't orthodox. It wasn't safe, but it just was a really good song, a really good vibe. She just seems like an artist, you know, like she feels like so original. Like you could tell she knows who she is, and that's very important. The first class I'm gonna be teaching today at the conference is about artistry, and I want you guys to understand, as a producer, you should understand what makes for a great artist. As a writer, you should understand what makes for a great artist. So the way we set this conference up is not you go into this class, I go into this class. Since you're a producer, you go to this. Everybody should learn everything. Tomorrow, Rob Marks is gonna be speaking. He's a mix engineer, mixing all of my hits. Kanye, like everybody. He just is incredible, and he's gonna be showing producers how to make their beats more well-rounded and making sure that everybody understands how to make the kick harder, make the chords warmer. As a singer, you should want to know how the record should be mixed and all the terms, so that you should know what to tell somebody. As a producer, you should know what to ask for in your mix, or how to make your music more well-rounded. So I want us all to be able to, you know, contribute to the conversation and be a part of it and be into it. One thing I love about this room right now is how supportive you are of each other. And I think that's important. And that type of energy is extremely important. So again, DK, I just think her tone is incredible. From word one, you just sold on it, and it's almost like this girl couldn't sing a bad song. She couldn't spit a bad rap, you know what I mean? And that's how you want to feel about an artist or about a song. You want to feel like it's just so right, it could do no wrong, you know? So I thought that was incredible. That Boy Jones, Before the Last Call, I thought that was a really cool concept. I will say, I feel like it's something I heard before, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. You know, don't make it, I think it's kind of great with that. My thing was, I thought the track was a little dated, you know what I mean? Just a little bit. And I think it could, sometimes what I do is, I write a song, Dia do a track, and we'll revisit it. A few months later, a week later, and we redo the whole beat, make it a whole different sound. And I think sometimes the track, the song, when you got the song down, the writing on the song was good. I would say the writing on the song was a strong 7 to me. But I just think that the track could have been a lot more current. I don't think it wasn't a good song. I could hear Usher singing the concept, but I just thought that the beat didn't feel as current. I think it should have been. But really good song, really good vibe. Kia Harper, Headspace, I thought it was a genius concept and a vibe. I think that it felt like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this artist out of Sweden named Robin. Yeah, she's incredible. Like, she spells her name R-O-B-Y-N. Like, she's just one of those artists that should have broke. I saw her at Coachella like 6 years ago for the first time. I had already been a fan of music, but I saw her perform and I just thought like, damn, this girl should be. I never understood why she never could break in the States, but she's like extremely talented. But that felt like a Robin record, and I thought the writing was genius. Only problem I had with that song was that the reggae part should have came through again throughout the song, and the rap was too long. And just like the song should have ended with that. I just felt like you had this is a dope song. Like that's your song. You should have kept it and made it about the song. The rap was cool. It wasn't a bad rap. It's just that I just felt like it was too much. It was like 90 bars. I felt like it kind of went too long. It was ciphering them. No, but really good concept. No shade to the rapper, it's probably your cousin, so, you know. Let me get the verse. No niggas, man. So, you know, that's how I broke anyway. That's how I got discovered, was rapping on a beat that he made for Usher. They did a remix track for Usher. And it was back when everybody was doing those remix albums. And we remixed If I want to, I can take you from me. He was going to do a remix album, and I rapped on it, and he produced it. And Usher heard me rap and invited me to perform at a showcase, and that's how he discovered and signed me. So it's not bad to have your cousin rap on the song, but just not 50 bars. No, but I just wanted to hear that part come around again. I just thought that was extremely strong. It was like the hook had already had me so, the way it was spaced out. Spacing out words is really good. Like, she did it with alright. It can go either way, because even with Be Around, it was not much space, but it felt right. You know what I mean? Again, it's no rules, but I love spacing. I think it gives the crowd a time to think about what you just said. And when they singing a song, it's like, you can get into it, then you say, so wait. Oh man. Like with Umbrella, with Dream, who's one of my favorites as well. When he gave an incredible hook, right? And then the post, Ella, Ella. But when you think about the lyric on the hook, you was like, damn, that was a really smart song. You felt like, on the outside looking in, Clive Davis felt like that's the cheap way to do the Ella, Ella, the post. But I don't think so. I think it gave us time to really marinate on the lyric and understand, why am I saying Ella? When the sun shines, it shines forever. You know, like it just, sometimes, now that it's raining more than ever, I know that we still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. Like, that was like, wow. Like, that gave me chills just now even saying it, right? So those type of records with the spacing, they are really good, and I think they're valuable. Are we having a noise issue? Are we having a sound issue? So what do we have to do? Are we turn it down a little bit? All right, we get ready for this second round. Everybody got 3 songs. That was a really good first round. Make some noise for everybody. Clarity, that's the key, bro. I want to be able to give everybody clarity. A lot of times people don't know what's wrong with their song. How can it be better? And people ask me that all the time. How can I make this better? You got to be able to, you know, give clarity and speak to people and let them know what you feel about the music clearly. And that's what I want to teach you as well. Because you as a top liner might get with a producer and you don't know how to tell him what you mean, or and you as a producer, or you as a, you know, whatever, arranger, you might not know how to relay it. I want to teach you all how to communicate with each other so that you can easily navigate your way through the business. Because it's tough. I remember sitting in studios and be like, I want that one thing to sound like a fan. And then somebody taught me, like, no, that's a phaser, that's a flanger, that's, you know, this is this. And I would always ask, what's the name of that program? He would tell me. So now when I go to the next session, I would say, I want this, I want this, I wanted to do this. And then before you know it, they'll teach me something. Well, what about this? Why don't you try this? And then you learn about different things. So I want to teach you guys how to communicate with each other and how to talk to professionals. Because I'm telling you, people's ears will pop up when you talk to them and you know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? So next round, what's the, I want to make sure we know how loud or low how we can have the music. Alright, bro. You trying to get ready. They trying to sue us. Give us a snippet. Let's see what the volume sound like.